Sink, sink. I have that sinking feeling. Ayo. Dan was not playing the game that time, but he still, you know, had that slow smile as he dawned on the joke. The joke did not dawn. Yes, the joke did not dawn on him.
That's how good of a joke it was. I dawned on the joke. That's how.
Yeah, nothing ever dawns on Chuck Norris. Everything Chuck Norris dawns on everything else.
I know what this is.
I wanted you to talk to Sahasrara, but I guess
I can't talk to Sahasrara yet. By the way, we don't know what the hive mind's name is, so we're just calling him Sahasrara, which, for those of you playing at home, if you can name that game... Oh, crap.
Wow, so now we have to go back to a new parallel universe. That again.
Yep,
Oh, so I get it. So when you die, a new parallel universe unfolds in all directions.
Yeah.
Now,
okay. But wait, if they are unfolding in all directions at the same time, doesn't that make them both perpendicular and parallel, insofar as you can define such things for spaces that are in 3 dimensions or higher?
I think they would just be the same universe, because they're unfolding, they're all taking up the same space. So, like, lines that are collinear are the same line.
So what we need to really ask
are
our developer is, what is the metaphysics of these parallel universes? Are they?
I think that's important to the gameplay.
It's very important. We need to know.
We need to know
with like a real multiverse situation, or is it more like a Jainism situation where the universe keeps dying and being reborn?
Right. That will really affect our telos, our understanding of the telos.
We really need to know what the philosophical point of the parallel universes in this game is.
Wait. So if you keep dying, does that mean, like? Hang on a second.
It means that the universes are indeed terribly depressing.
Oh, we've been here before.
Yeah, we've had this room before. The rooms get chosen. The rooms are like Rogue Legacy, where like there's like a finite number, like kind of the setups, and they have like variants on them.
I see. Oh, alright. I think we've seen this one before. So what does that red thing mean? Oh, there's like an item inside.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I've actually been following this game since the beta, and I think maybe I was like grandfathered into the beta because I had already played before or something. I don't know exactly. It'd be kind of neat actually. I don't know if we will, but like we might even see developer comments on our video.
Developers. We don't have a lot of time
to play video games, but if you actually want to like
develop games.
If you want to develop games with us, maybe. But like, if you want to like,
is that a cockroach armor? Grub suit. Whoa! Activate suit when crouched. More like when cockroached. Because crouch and cockroach almost sound the same. Not really.
No, that was probably, on a scale of Luke Steger puns, from like 1 to 10, that one's like a 2.
Yeah, if it were an animal, it would be a cockroach.
Nah, I wouldn't even put it that high, because that joke...
Wow, random slam on the
that joke would not survive a nuclear war as well as a cockroach would.
That's probably true.
That's the real measure of how good a joke is how well would this joke survive nuclear war. Whoa!
Yeah. Boy, jokes surviving nuclear war, that's
heavy.
You know, in addition to the president having like the code, the nuclear launch codes, he's got like a file of puns that are meant to last through the nuclear holocaust.
That one did not make the cut. That one would not be stored in Leibowitz's monastery.
Leibowitz's monastery?
That was a really
a canticle for Leibowitz. Somebody told me this was a book that I needed to read.
I think they're probably right. Dang it. Oh, okay, that's what I do.
Haha!
Come on.
Oh, you got eaten by the face.
Oh, come on.
It seems like the rate at which you can shoot is really low.
It is. It's difficult to survive things.
Ooh, there's a medical pack up there.
There is a medical pack up there, but how would I even get to it?
Yeah. Too bad we don't have the air jump. Too bad you don't have complete control over your sleep cycle. Now, see, here's the problem. Like, I make all these references to things in previous episodes, but what if people haven't watched the previous episodes? What if this is their first time on Team Wunderbumblers because they were watching one of my hilarious vlogs, and they happened upon it. Oh no, but this is on a new channel now, so...
Yeah, so... Well, I mean, we can always link to it from our old ones.
That's true. I think eventually YouTube's algorithms will figure it out. They'll be like, both of these... Oh, look at him go!
Yeah.
They'll figure out that our humor in this versus the humor in my blog is hilarious, and that they'll be like, oh, these must be made by the same hilarious people.
I don't think that's how they're going to figure it out.
That's not how YouTube's algorithm works?
No, I'm just saying I don't think that's what's going to happen. Come on.
Why does YouTube hate our channel?
Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh!
Oh! Fail.
Oh, I see, but I can reset it up here. Ah.
Nice.
No!
Oh! That's a lot of eggs. Boy, this really scrambles your brain, doesn't it?
Oh, come on. Didn't mean to do that there. Come on, really? I just...
Area clear.
Agreed.
And they gave you all the credit.
All the one credit. Oh!
There were 2 credits.
I don't... Those don't count. No!
Oh!
Can we call one of these episodes teleological arguments?
The Team Wunderbumblers. Team Leo Wunderbumblers. No, that doesn't work. Yes. Wait, is it the teleological argument, though? We just talked about telos.
I know
telos.
that. Because we were having a teleological argument was the joke. Was the joke I was going for. Like,
but it's not the teleological argument for the existence of God, though.
No, doesn't matter. It can be a teleological argument about this game.
What is the end of this game? What is the end? What is the telos of our channel? Telos Wunderbumblers.
I thought it was just us to, like, for us to...
Have fun?
Yeah, and...
Are we really having fun, Dan?
I mean, I am, yeah.
You know when I was having the most fun? When we were talking about distributism.
Are you serious?
No. I was making a joke. So
I thought you enjoyed that.
Grub drill. Can you drill through the spikes? Nice!
Oh, I see. I see what I have to do
No,
now.
it wasn't icy, it was spiky. And then the joke dawned on Dan. I mean, Dan dawned on the joke. Whoa, teleport. Teleport. You know, there's teleport, but there's not tele-starboard. Ah!
That is pretty bad.
I don't know, I thought it was a pretty badass joke.
Did you say bad aft?
Yes, I did.
Okay, just making sure that I heard you correctly.
Yes.
I have to remember that after you become a priest...
Get it? After?
If you become a priest, it'll be, like, illegal to hit you.
That's right. Against canon law. There'll be canon illegal.
Canon illegal.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's very satisfying.
That's awesome. I love it!
I'm sorry, I just shouted right in your ear.
That's okay. I was just more sad that you died. Because I was going to say, well, I was about to criticize you for killing the cockroach when you become one of them. You become a cockroach and then you destroy them, instead of trying to commune with them.
Do not. Let's see.
Area clear. Knockback increase.
Yeah.
Dan, were you there when we played that apostolic game?
Yeah, at Daniel Robertson's house.
Yeah, that was an excellent game. It was about evangelizing, like, in early Christianity, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And you had to, like, quash heresy, and establish churches, and keep those churches running. And it's actually pretty awesome. And you get stoned, and you can get put in jail.
Dude,
we got stoned a lot.
You also get the mission from God, which is like the thing that like nobody actually wants to get in that game because you get just sent wherever there's...
Actually, the mission from God is okay when you want to get back to, like... like, it helped me out a couple of times, actually. Even though I wound up losing. I was so close to winning, but then Ed evangelized more people than me, which I guess I should be happy about, but... Whoa!
Yep, there's a secret wall there. Hey, look!
Heart containers.
Oh,
no.
They give me help. Hey, but it's something.
Because they know you're gonna need full health.
Am I ever? I forgot how bad I was at this game.
What if, like, real life had a health meter? Like, I don't feel like anyone's health meter would ever actually be full. Because, like, I feel like the human body always has, like, some problem.
But, like, for people with, like, chronic medical conditions, I think it could be really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you'd actually have, like, a kind of a gamified way to say, like, I'm actually doing okay. Like, if I... Actually, I kind of do have one. Because I take my blood sugar.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, yeah, but see, but you know what would be annoying? If you were, like, in critical condition, it would be, like, beeping at you all the time. And that would be kind of annoying.
It wouldn't necessarily. You could, like, turn off the beep noise. Like,
but not every game allows you to do that. Do you think Life is a game where that would happen?
I think that it would be kind of like Zelda. No, can you turn it off?
No, then you can't.
Does that also mean that, like...
Oh, but you can turn the sound off by going deaf.
Wait, does that also mean that the voice of God would behave more like Navi in Ocarina of Time? Like, you just be like, hey, listen! Like, all the time.
I feel like that's more like the prophets. And that's why they killed the prophets.
Because they were annoying.
Yeah. Turns out the prophet Zechariah was actually Navi. And he's like, hey, listen!
Yeah. They just neglected to mention that part.
Yeah. Turns out the prophets were killed because they had super high-pitched, whiny voices. And, like, would come at the most inopportune times.
Turns out
I already know how to climb the vines!
It turns out they could also fly. But nobody talks about that part.
But Elijah, but they do talk about it with Elijah.
Oh, right, he does kinda.
Well, I guess he doesn't fly, but the chariot flies.
Yes. Correct. Is this one that I've been to? Yes, I've been to this one, but I can't use it yet.
One thing I like about...
Hey, there's a thing over here.
Nice. I love about the story in Elijah is,
Oh, hey, this gave me a whole map.
Oh, nice. The story of Elijah and Elisha, where, like, he's like, give me a double portion of your spirit. It's like, I feel like if I was ever an apprentice of someone, I would want to ask them that. Like, give me a double portion of your spirit. Like, I don't want just, like, a portion of your spirit. I want, like, a double portion. Like, that's how hungry I am for, you know, to be as awesome as you.
Okay, so I don't want any of that.
Well, they need to do more market research. Is this the boss?
Yeah, I think I have to fight the boss. I don't think I have another choice.
Wait, why?
Because I didn't have another choice.
Why couldn't you have gone another way?
Because I didn't have any place else left to go.
But the map was so huge.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
Wait, does that mean the game sometimes generates, like levels that, like, you can't actually, like, get to?
No, not usually. I think there was, like, one in the previous, and, like, I think if the developer has seen this, like, he could advise me on, like, if there's something I could have done because, like, one run that I kind of had some questions about that, like, I feel like it's possible to, like, waste your missiles.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not sure if that's intended or not to be part of the design.
Mm.
Oh, man.
The boss. Like a boss. Oh, man.
Yep, there's one.
The first time you did it, I didn't see the boss explode, and that time it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man, one of my favorite Zelda bosses is in A Link to the Past. So it's level 4 of the Dark World, which is like in the town.
Yeah.
And you have to like rescue this girl, but then like she doesn't want to go outside.
Oh right, and then
like
it turns out she is the boss.
Yeah, she is the boss. Spoiler alert, by the way.
For this game from like 1993.
Yeah. And then you like take her into the light, and she turns into the boss, and it's like pretty awesome. And it's actually one of the tougher bosses, I think.
Come on,
because it's like very random. Although I heard the speedrun guys, there's like a very distinct pattern, and they like. It's amazing watching the speedrun guys. It's so weird to me to like think of these guys who play these games Nice.
They're professionals.
Well, yeah, they are. And it's weird to think of them, like, playing the same game and practicing certain runs, so to say, over and over again. But I guess that's what, like, sports people do. They practice certain plays over and over again. Or, like, you know, a skier will practice the same...
Oh, I have the high
run.
jump. That's what I could have done.
Ah.
I was not thinking
Speaking
correctly.
of the Olympics.
So you might hear a little bit of grain in the...
Will we hear any wool or ore or brick?
Oh, man.
That's a Settlers of Catan reference, by the way.
Yes. Noted. No.
Oh, yeah. So, like...
Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to go left, left, and then up. Okay. Got it.
So, like, Settlers of Catan, great game, right? When I first played the game, the people I played the game with called the brick clay, right? So I grew up. I learned to play the game and say clay. And then, like, I played with some other people, and they're like, it's not clay, it's brick. But those same people who insisted that it was brick and not clay would also say sheep for the sheep, when technically in the rules it actually says wool and not sheep for those cards. So technically, if we're gonna say brick, we should also say wool.
You like getting people on technicalities, don't you?
Well, I only like getting people on technicalities when people like to get me on technicalities. But yes, I do like to get people on technicalities, but more for my own amusement.
Right, that makes sense. Oh, hey, wait. This thing had health. I remember.
Yeah! Health bonus. Do you not want the other one?
I can't... Oh, right, I guess the other one would make sense. I thought it was going to fill my health for some reason.
That's what I thought too.
And
we
we thought
one
wrong.
Heart. Didn't even two. You don't want the egg?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I just am giving it a second.
Those red blocks look cool.
Okay.
Sector 2.
Okay, there we go.
So what's the T-loss of this game? Like, what are we aiming for?
I don't think we know. I think the story, actually, which I only saw once and we didn't repeat...
Is the parallel universes?
No, actually, the story is that you're trying to... Like, there's another layer to it. Like, you're also trying to...
Escape?
No, you're trying to figure out why these aliens...
Oh, you don't have any
things.
missiles?
Yeah, I don't have the missiles that I need.
Whoa!
Okay.
Thorns. Oh.
Okay.
Man, Metroid was a cool game. I wonder how many times I'm gonna say that. I'm just gonna keep repeating that Metroid was a cool game and how I wish I had time to actually play it. Okay, so what's a game that you never played that you wish you had time to play, but that you doubt that you will ever have the time to actually play?
Me?
Yeah. And our listeners.
And our listeners.
Comment below.
If there's a game that you...
For all the 50, all the 5 people who watch and comment all the time, share what video game you feel like you always wanted to play but will probably never get a chance to play.
Yep. Luke's is Metroid. Shahashrola time.
Something disturbs you. People have died. Oh, this is the guy saying.
Yeah, people have died.
People have died. I've lost friends to your attacks.
Infinitroid starring Jimmy.
Yes. Do you know that this is the true? It's natural to fear or hate death, but look within and reflect whether you truly understand it. What is it I should understand? To paraphrase one of your own cultures, Jimmy, there was never a time when I was not, or when you or your companions were not. In fact, before Abraham, I am.
Yeah, I was gonna say that reminds me of the Aryan controversy.
Yeah, there was never a time when I was not.
Is whether or not the second person of the Trinity, also known as Jesus, has always existed. But that sounds more like something maybe from Confucius.
But there was never a time when I was not. I feel like is in the Old Testament somewhere.
Maybe.
I didn't finish reading the thing.
No, that was it. That was all there was. Oh, wait, maybe there wasn't. I don't know.
It was like, they're not scrolling through, they're just... Oh, those two little ball people are kissing.
Yeah, that actually might be an okay place to end.
Is that it?
I think, I mean...
Is it an appropriate place to Telos?
I think so. We've got a... Yes. We have like, about a...
Killed by spikes. Wow, how unclimactic is that?
It is.
Hey, but at least we'll see a spike in our ratings. Hey! Hey! Because it says A, continue.
Yay.
Hey!
Anyway, that's Infinitroid.
Anyway!
Even if you don't know us and you didn't make this game, we hope you enjoyed our randomly philosophical and theological discussion
about distributism
and the Telos and infinite universes and
whether those universes can be whether parallel universes can ever actually intersect,
or whether they need to be
if they are
orthogonal.
Parallel. And can you have skew universes?
Yeah, skew universes. What are skew universes?
Well, remember so parallel lines are lines on the same plane which do not intersect, so like this, and skew lines are lines that do not intersect that are not in the same plane.
Okay.
So they'd be going like this.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm showing a thing.
Yeah, we'll put up a little visual of skew lines versus parallel lines.
Except it'll be shown in 2 dimensions, and so it's hard to show skew lines in 2 dimensions because you're showing them on a planar.
We just need to like find one that does like an isometric view of the planes.
Oh yeah, it would have like a cube, and it would have a segment over here and a segment over here.
It'll be pretty clear.
Because all of you are really interested in skew lines, and I love the idea of someone who doesn't know what skew lines are, but are like very interested in seeing a visual representation of skew lines in our video, which they are watching.
Which is expressly about video games and not about...
Well, I feel like anyone who's watching this must be like sufficiently nerdy or know us. And I feel like anyone who's sufficiently nerdy or knows us would know what skew lines are.
Probably, but then there might be that
I apologize to all the people who know me who don't know what skew lines are. But if you've ever taken my geometry class, you definitely know what...
There's no sincerity.
What are you talking about? I am sincere. Stop trying to skew my words, Dan. Oh, man.
Okay.
I really skewered that joke, didn't I?
Well, that's Infinitroid. We're going to record some Chex Quests.
Yes,
and then
Chex Quest. I'm so excited. This is like the one that people have requested us to do certain games. Chex Quest is the game that I requested. But we never, Dan.
What?
We never answered the question about what game we wish we had time to play.
You said Metroid.
Well, that's what made me think of the question. I don't know if that's the one I would actually pick.
Probably either Dark Souls or Assault and Sanctuary for me. I just bought Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and after getting like 5 minutes into it, I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have time for this.
Yeah, I guess, Skyrim is kind of that game, although I might actually finish that one day. But there's like a ton of Zelda games that I never played that I wish that I had time. And I feel like that's a cop-out.
I would say Oblivion, but I feel like Oblivion is actually just so legitimately boring that I don't actually want to finish it.
Yeah, that's legit. Like, I could agree with that.
It's because they fixed alchemy, and by that I mean they made it like regular powered instead of overpowered, and the game is no longer interesting for me if I can't.
Well, then you just have to fight a bunch of Oblivion gates, and it's kind of boring.
Yeah, although I've heard there's different ways. There's like other things, like apparently you can abuse enchantments and
But Skyrim is cooler than Oblivion. I like Morrowind though. I'd like to play Morrowind through again. That was a fun game.
Well, we talked about doing Morrowind with Ed at one point, and
that's true.
It never materialized.
Yeah. Dang it, now I can't... Well, I feel like there's other games that I wish I had time to play that I'll never play, but, I guess maybe we can talk about that in our next episode of Team Wunderbumblers. Chex Quest.
Yay!
Checks and balances.
Yep.
This part of a balanced breakfast. I'll probably make that joke in the Chex Quest episodes. So, yeah.